Well, it's May the 1st. Time to get the family together to decorate your May tree. Yeah, if you've never heard of a May tree, let alone decorated one, you might not be alone. It is a tradition, though, in parts of Ireland and at least one place in Newfoundland. And today, the students of Fatima Academy in St. Bride's are going to be learning about the May tree tradition and decorating one of their own. On the line now, we have Darlene Walsh, the principal of Fatima Academy, and Michael Fortune, an Irish folklorist and broadcaster who is going to be at the school today. And they're both on the line this morning. Good morning.
Hello there.
Good morning.
So, Michael, maybe we can start with you. Tell us a little bit about this tradition, where it comes from, how it works.
Basically, in Ireland, we call it a May bush or the May tree. You know, it kind of changed to the tree really over here in Newfoundland. And today is the start of summer, technically in Ireland. So basically, we have two kind of turning points in the year. The start of summer, the 1st of May, and the start of winter, the 1st of November. And to be fair, Halloween is a celebration going into the start of winter, which we also brought over to Newfoundland and Canada and America. So the tradition of belting to mark the coming of summer, even though it's perishing cold outside today, but in Ireland, whenever the summer is kind of technically officially starting, so you put up a tree. You put up a tree with eggshells, ribbons, little flowers, seasonal flowers. And you put it up basically to, like the way you put up the Christmas tree, Christmas inside in the house, you put it up as a kind of in the past it was put up to ward off the fairies, keep off evil, keep your cows safe, keep your to give you a bit of luck for the coming year, for the coming summer. And it's funny, like so many things that travel from Ireland to Newfoundland that came over here to the Cape Shore and that survived, and I'm sure it's in tiny other little pockets as well.
Well, Darlene, let's bring you in here. Is this something you've heard of before, or is this a first for you and the kids?
No, Michael and I spoke, as well as his wife Aileen, on Monday, because they're visiting here, of course, for a little while. And Michael brought that idea to me, and I had never heard of it. I'm not originally from the Cape Shore, and so I hadn't ever heard of it. And so anyway, I thought that this was a wonderful opportunity to bring this tradition to the children. Now, some of them may have already heard of it, but some of them may not have. And as I started to talk to my staff and some people about it over the past few days, I have heard that it is a tradition, and it was a tradition many years ago in a neighbouring community that some students come to the school from, and that's Point Lance. And I'm sure Michael is going to speak about that now, but it was a great learning opportunity, I thought, to bring to our children.
Fantastic. Yeah, Michael, tell us a little bit more about what you know about Point Lance.
Yeah, there's a woman, come here to me. The world we live in today isn't a gas. I can actually be over in Wexford, where those people came from, and I can be on my phone texting someone in Point Lance, and they're sending me photographs. And what's lovely about I suppose that the kind of my area of work now is that it's not about collecting and bringing it into a university and putting it on a shelf. It's about that those days are gone. It's about basically getting this stuff going back on the ground again. And there's no point us coming to Cape Shore and going away and telling people about a May bush or a May tree and not putting one up. But the woman I know who does it is a woman called Catherine Conway down in Point Lance. I visited her yesterday. Her and her son are putting up on today. Her son's putting up on today. Now the Newfoundland version of it is you put it up the May tree. You use almost like a Christmas tree. We don't have them in Ireland. We have a different bush, but it's the same thing. But you use the blue ribbons. And lights, you put lights in it. That was always a big thing, and that really got me, because like Christmas lights. Years ago, they would put lit candles on it, or had bonfires actually on May Day, and that was done in Wexford. And that woman is still doing that, and she's been doing that. I suppose I'd say that tradition's been going on for hundreds of years. And also as well to do in a June tree, which we don't have in Ireland. You have that here, and that's when you put the colour, you put red on it, red ribbons on it. So blue is associated with the Virgin Mary, because it's a Christian thing. But to be fair, the May bush is probably pre-Christian. It's been in Ireland for a very long time. But it's just, you can't believe how exciting it is for us to see a little tree on someone's garden here in Newfoundland. It's brilliant.
It is. Darlene, how excited are the kids about this? Because, wrapped up in this whole story is, warding off fairies and all these other cool kind of tidbits for kids to learn about.
Well, actually, they don't know a lot about it yet, because we're waiting now for Michael to come to school today and to give them the whole history of that and to talk to them about different May traditions. Now, I'm sure they will remember some, because they've probably heard their grandparents or their parents talk about it. I know I have, from where I came from. And so they don't know a lot about it yet, but I think that they're going to be very excited.
I think so. So what is the plan then?
At 2 o'clock today, that's our last period of the day, we're going to have Michael and Aileen and their children come to visit the school, and of course we want to introduce them to our students and staff, and they're going to tell us some about the traditions of Ireland and try to draw some similarities to what's happening here. And then at the end of that time, we're going to go out in the yard, and it's very cold here the past couple of days, so we warned all the students yesterday to make sure they dress nice and warmly because it's very cold. And we're going to go out and we're going to decorate our May tree, which ironically is funny because our caretaker at the school is originally from Pointland.
Oh, we're going to have to leave it there. I'm so sorry, but I want to thank you both so much for sharing this with us. We look forward to seeing pictures of the May tree.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have some for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Darlene. That was Darlene Walsh, the principal of Fatima Academy in St. Bride's, along with Michael.